number 7, we're going to be filling in the truth table. So there's 4 different scenarios, and they're giving you an original truth value, and you have to pit it against the statement. So this first one, they're saying P is true and Q is true. However, when we negate this, we're looking at true, false, or they both have to be false, okay, in order for me to get false. That's the only way I'm going to get false, if they're both false. So since P is true, that means we're automatically a true statement no matter what happens next. Okay, so with or, if one of them is true, the whole statement is true. Okay, so you're only looking for 2 false. If you have both false, then it's false. Alright, so again, the second one, we're still doing the same setup, but now we have different truth values. P is true or something else, automatically true. Alright, P is false, so now I need to check to see if the other one's false. False or not true, which means false, so they're both false. This is what we're looking for to get false. So that's what I meant when I put, when you have this or scenario. It's only false if both are false. Only false if both. Okay, so that's that scenario right here. We got a false for the first statement, and then the second statement, Q is true, but we said not true, so it means false. So we get false, false. That means the overall statement is false. Here we have false, so we're going to check the second one. It says false, but the formula says not, the opposite of that. So false and then true. Therefore, overall statement is true. The only way it's going to be false is if they're both false. Now, on 8, we want to use one of De Morgan's laws to write the negation of the statement. It is summer and there is no snow. Okay, so here are De Morgan's laws. It's kind of like just dividing out a negative. So think about it like this. Let's say if I had negative x plus 4. So I want you to see something that's familiar, and then it'll make a little bit more sense. If I want to factor out a -1, divide both terms by -1, then my new statement is going to look like this. I'm going to pull the -1 out, and I'm going to change both signs in parentheses. So now the x is going to be positive, and the 4 is going to be negative. Okay. So we're going to apply this same algebraic concept to sets and diagrams. So here are De Morgan's laws. If you negate 2 statements, let's say not P, and we say or not Q. De Morgan's law says just factor out the negative. Take the negative out. So we're going to pull that not on the outside, kind of like factoring out a -1. And then on the inside, all the signs will change. So the not is on the outside now, so P is going to be positive. This sign gets flipped, so now it's and this sign now no longer has a negative. So basically with De Morgan's laws, you're going to be pulling out the negative and changing all the signs. Okay. There's another one we can say not P and we can say not Q, and it essentially does the same thing. You're going to factor out the negative, change all the signs, so it'll be P, this will flip to or, and this will be positive. Okay, and even if there was any other mixture, you're still dividing out a negative and changing the symbol, the sign. Alright, so we want to think about this. It is summer and there is no snow. So think about it like this. We're going to say P, it is summer, and there is no snow. So because of no, we're going to say no Q. So if we do De Morgan's laws, this is what it's going to be. We're going to imagine pulling out a negative from everything. So I'm going to put the negative on the outside. -1, change all the signs. So now it's going to be negative P. This is going to flip, so now it's or, and this now is going to be positive. Okay, this is what I think about it. So when you put this not on the beginning of a sentence, we say that it is not true, the whole thing, this whole statement. It's not true that it is not summer, because P was it is summer. So I'm kind of focusing on this setup. So I'm just saying it's not true that it is not summer from this part. It's not summer. I have to add that not there. Or there is snow, or it is snowing. Okay, we get rid of the no because of the negation is gone. So it is not true, it is not summer, or it is snowing, or there is snow. So we're looking for that setup. So we're looking for it is not summer, and we're not looking for and. This says it is not summer, or there is snow. Yes, I think there should be an extra one out there, but maybe they're kind of keeping it simple. This one says it is summer, which we have a not. Okay, just shift through the negative. And then this one says it is not summer, and we should have an or. So when you pull out the negative, all the signs change. I guess they're just focusing on the inside part when you apply that. So that's what you would get. But that, it really should say it is not true, or it is not the case. There should be that extra out there.